Alright, today's the day to begin working on a set of cabinets. My daughter has asked if I could try to build her some cabinets. I'm not a cabinet maker. I'm not really a woodworker. But I told her I'd try. So, just got back from Lowe's. Now I'm trying to set me up a place to work. And my bench wheels down. Don't roll away. Almost did. That's a 2x4 bench. I don't know how it's going to work. My wheels are. I'll have them off. Alright, first mistake I'll point out to you is that I bought 1/2-inch plywood. I need 3/4 plywood to build a cabinet. But I got 1/2 inch. What I'm going to attempt to build is a 4-foot wide, 96 inch tall, 12-inch broom closet. And this will go down the side of the refrigerator, between the refrigerator and wall. Like I said, 12 inches wide, 96 inches high, 48 inches deep. And we'll see how that works. Can't buy 1/2 inch wood, so I had to get 15-30 seconds. 15-30 seconds is 1/32 short of 1/2 inch. 16-30 seconds being 1/2 inch. So, I got to do that. I got to face it with a 1/2 inch. I got to put the 1/2 inch on the rear. I still want my overall 48, so I got to take off roughly an inch. Well, pretty close anyway, minus a 16th or something like that. So we're going to give that a shot, start marking off, see how we do. I'll be turning the video on and off as I go. Okay, to make matters worse, and I'm sure you won't be able to see this, but you never know. And it's upside down. But I'm not 48 inches wide. Whoops. Well, I lost it then. I am 47 7/8, and I'm not 96 inches tall. I'm 95 7/8. So that just messes the math all up. And sure as the world, when I go to build the cabinet on the other side of the refrigerator, using 3/4 inch plywood, it'll be 48 by 96. And then I'll have messed all up. So, alright, anyway, 47 7/8, which is 14/16, which is 28-30 seconds. Okay, so, I don't know. I may not have to trim anything off. I gotta sit down and do some more math. Okay, the back of this cabinet, front of the cabinet, like I said, 12 inches wide. So I've got my trusty T-square. I've marked me 12 inches. That's the overall width. This will be the very back board nobody will ever see back behind the refrigerator against the wall. Now, I got this borer thing. Tried to use it once before, but I didn't have any real success because anybody teach me how to use it. I'm going to try again. Let me turn it over right. Piece it together. I've got to take the little screws out. That never made any sense to me why you got to take them out. Get that thing to slide together. Then you go past some little screws. And they're going to wear out in a hurry. But I got to run a handsaw down this thing, so I got to figure out how to use this board. Now I know he latches on the end down there. And I got to set him over, 1.5 inches from my circular saw. Clamps on this end down here, so let me see if I can figure it out. Okay, the board is one piece. Not sure why those extra screws are. I mean, I put them back in, but there's a piece right here that holds that thing together anyway. She snaps in there pretty tight anyway. There's a spider in there. You got to get outside. Give more time chasing the spider. Anyway, so we're going to clamp this in. Oh, that's got to come back off. It's going to be all this way. And then I got to take it apart again. I ain't putting them screws back in again. Y'all bear with me. I don't know why you gotta have them screws. Guess you might as well do it over anyway. No sense letting y'all watch me wrestle with it though. Okay, it wasn't that I needed this piece off. I just need it turned around this way rather than that way, so that when I latch the other end up on there, I can bring this guy here, bring him in, clamp him down nice and tight. So the board's bending, so I don't know if it's going to fit tight or not. We'll do something like that. I just might get some help holding both ends down until I mark my 1.5 inch over for my circular saw. Okay, so I've got my trusty Black & Decker circular saw out. She still runs, probably older than most of y'all watching this thing. Older than my kids anyway. I got some Janchi new blades here. 7 1/4. That's what that takes. 24 tooth, 40 tooth, and 62. I don't need the precise as a 60, but I want a little more than a 24. So I think I'm going to drop the 40 on there. Cut this down, make sure I get a nice clean cut. Got my 12-inch back piece, and I'll try to cut some 12-inch wide bottom, 12-inch wide top. And I guess the other 12 inches or whatever's left of it, if we're going to lose something, we'll use for, well, it's not going to be wide enough, this shelf, so I don't know what we'll use it for. Maybe front stripping. We'll see. Alright, I got the board supported, because it's hard to cut a straight line on a bowed board. Got the board in place. Clamp it down, extra clamps just to be sure. Feel like I need to be 1.25 inches over on my saw blade. That's what I'm at. We're going to see if we get a 12-inch board out of this nut. Feel pretty good about it so far. Let's see. 12 inch on the money. Not exactly safety goggles I got on. Well, inch on that end. 12 inch on that end. It just might work. Okay, down there on the bottom, way down here, there's 2 boards, 3 boards rather. The first one back is 12 inches wide. That'll go over the back, standing upright like this, the full 96 inches. The other 2 are about 11 inches, and they'll be cut in half at 48 inches. And they'll go inside on the bottom, inside on the top, and at least 1 if not 2 shelves. So that leaves this 13, almost 14 inch drop. And we're going to take that over here. And we're going to cut it in 2-inch strips so we can face off the front of the cabinet. And then we'll worry about a door. We'll see how that works out. Hopefully I got a good straight edge. We'll do a couple more. Alright, had a couple of little wobbles in there. May not be as straight as I want, but that'll face off the left side and right side of the door. So I got two of those because, again, the whole cabinet's 96 inches tall. Well, I guess it's 95 7/8 now. But anyway, we'll cut these off and go across the top and the bottom. We'll see how that works out for us. Alright, it's Thursday night, so it's football night for the JV boys. So let me show y'all how my in-shop vacuum system works. Okay, it might not really be a vacuum. It might be ryobi. Hey, it works. just like new. That's wrap. Y'all have a blessed day.